Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Oh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something like that?
You should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
That's your ass. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed. Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you were here?
Right, everyone. WeaponCollector. I'm just doing a short live stream before I go out, which will only be half an hour, and then I'll do another one later. Hopefully you can hear me all right, because I haven't plugged my other microphone in at the minute. So yeah, just wait for some people to comment. The 6 people watching, don't forget to like the stream, and yeah, come and have a chat. Ben, how you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, good afternoon, yes. Oh, Christ. I'm fucking boiling hot in here. I'm dying in here. I've gone from being bloody cold round metallics to dying in here. It's so hot. Nick, how you doing, mate? He said, I'll have a rum and coke, please, barman. Hey, well, wearing my whole black get-up with my black coat. So that's a barman I've been accused of looking like. Or didn't you mean like that? Or a fucking Undertaker. Someone said I looked like I was trying to be fucking Neo from fucking Matrix. So yeah, it's all compliments to me. But it ain't really, but you know. Nick said I did. Well, I won't look so much like a barman when I got my fucking jacket on. Then I'll look like an Undertaker instead. Well, the option was, well, there's a reason I've got my black shirt on. So, Malk messaged me a minute ago saying, are you coming around to this party? And then this is what he wrote, right? Hang on. So he wrote, are you coming to this party? The people behind the bar think I'm you. For fuck's sake. Said I was their best company. Said I was their best customer. And we're all very friendly. But was shocked when I ordered an orange and lemonade because Matt's not drinking. And I said, yeah, I'll be around at 9:30. And then I said, hearts and minds and all that. And he said, they like you, definitely. The young bloke went out of his way to try and serve me before anyone else. But missed it because the woman got there first. Oh, God. Well, it's nice to know you sort of wanted somewhere, isn't it? And that's not the amount of money I spent either. Yeah, I thought it was quite nice. I do always try and be very nice in bars, though, and anywhere where they're serving booze, I am all actually anywhere I go, I'm always nice and polite and really friendly, because anyone who asked, I haven't done it myself, but you know, just watching videos, I know how stressful it is, especially working in a bar at night. You must have to deal with some right pricks. So I always make sure I'm not one of them. And apparently I do it enough that they remember me. Oh, God, it's hot. Oh, yeah. So anyway, because I thought they're going to remember me, can't wear the same shirt as I wore last time. So I thought, what's the options? White. Don't even know where my white shirt is. Didn't fancy wearing my red one. Thought, fuck it, I'll wear my black one instead. So there's a reason. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Come and have a chat. Nick said, especially never understood being a cunt to someone who's making your drink or food. I know, it's bizarre. Bizarre, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, I've never got it. And being rude to people in general has always been, you know, as an adult, I always say please and thank you you know, even if someone serves me in a bit of a fucking grumpy way, I'll still make sure I say please and thank you, because the chances are they're not doing it to you. The last customer's been a complete prick, or someone's been a complete prick that day, and they've sort of lost it a bit. So yeah, being polite to them at that situation might even make their fucking day. But yeah, being a cunt to someone who's doing your food and drink is bizarre. Yes. It's fucking boiling in here. I feel like I'm dying. What you been up to, Nick, anyway? You been up to much? You can't have a rum and coke. You can have a vodka and tonic, or you can have a vodka and Bud Light, which is what I'm having. I'm having a vodka and Bud Light because that's way too weak. So I'll put a shot of fucking vodka in it. Then I'll go around there, have a couple around in, and I'll come back later and live stream for a bit. Cookie, how you doing, mate? You all right? My joints are hurting a bit today. But yeah, I don't know. I've probably been dehydrated the last couple of days, though, because when I'm on that coach, I barely drink anything. What have you been up to, Cookie? Nick said, just playing Counter-Strike endlessly. I've been on Skyrim earlier. I've been on Skyrim for about an hour, I think. Yeah, the Bud Light's all right. But it's not strong enough, so I'll put a shot of vodka in it. Knock it up to about 5%. So yeah, just so everyone knows, I won't be on until I can't talk today either. I had to check out a stroke. I can't fucking talk properly today. No, I can't even what I was going to say. No, I was completely gone. What was I saying? I don't know. It is so hot in here. I'm going to say it again. So at least if I am having a stroke, the booze will thin my blood a bit, and then I'll be right. I'm not having a stroke. I can't talk today. Yeah, I can't seem to get my words out. Cookies had been playing some Fallout, made me feel a bit sick. What, playing the game? Why? What, like motion sickness, or just like, I don't know. Pete, how you doing, mate? You alright? Oh, hang on. Honestly, I feel like I'm in a fucking cooker. Come here, you bastard. Oh. I think the tenant mean I'm forgetting what you're saying while you're saying it. I've been like that all day today. I don't know what it is. I had a lovely sleep. I had at least 9 hours sleep today, so at least I've caught up a bit. Yeah, some games for some reason make me get motions, and now I get you. I've had a couple of games that I think did that. I can't remember what they were now though. Get the old VR headset out. Pete said that project looks very cool. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, it was you putting on your. Because I've always wanted one of them big cold steel knives. Mount's got one or two, but they're a bit out of my price range. So I thought, why not try and make a nice big folding Bowie knife in a similar sort of vein, and I'll have one of those sort of pick locks that a flick knife has. You know, the ones where the pin goes into the hole. That should work, I think. Nick said, funnily enough, that only started happening after I had a stroke. Oh, Christ. Don't say that, Nick. Now I'm getting it before. Yeah. Now I don't know. Yeah, I can't seem to talk today. Muddle-headed, you could say. Who knows? So once I'm drunk, no one will notice. Tried out one of my shot glasses. I've got to go around the pub and spend at least £5 a drink now. Wish me luck that people will give me free drinks. Oh, God. Fuck, it's so fucking hot. I'm dying. Yeah, I think so, Pete. Pete said, I know the lock. Should work just fine. For other people who don't know what we're talking about, I was going to make a big folding Bowie knife. The blade will either be made out of a bill hook or a slate ripper. I think a bill hook would be perfect. It will have this kind of lock on here where there's a pin on the blade that goes into a hole. And then if it's made from a bit of spring steel weed slasher, you just pull it back with your hands to unlock it. There's the pin there. See there? And this is the rough design of it. It may change when I try and make it, but it would look like that shut. And then when open, it'll look like that. That's going to be a bit awkward to try and show you, but like that. So a bit like one of the cold steel great big folders. And you got two sort of handle positions like theirs. I reckon I could make that. And then you don't have to do like a slip joint type spring to hold the blade open, because it will have an actual lock. And I'll make it quite stiff anyway, because I think I'm going to need to make it stiff to stop it opening. Nick said, been living it up today. Mum went shopping this morning and bought some mint Viscounts. Well, I'm glad you're living it up, Nick. I'm glad you are. Did you go like the whole hog and dip them in a bit of tea that had sugar in it and milk? Yes, folding sword, exactly. Oil it with Viagra, yes. Yeah, it's like a folding sword. Yeah, I don't know. I reckon even if it doesn't perform amazingly, I think it'll still be good fun to try, and it'll still look good. As long as it locks, because the thing is, if when I've set it to lock, if the blade is slightly too far back to how I like it, I can always cut a little bit off the back of the blade to make it straight. You know, there are things that you can sort of do later to make it aesthetically more pleasing. Hello, Sam. How you doing, mate? You right? And he said, "Do you have a CNC or a lathe?" I do not have a CNC, but my good friend and queen, Metallic Reality, she's got a lathe. She's got a lathe that I think they can do like 60 centimeters, but it's like a wood lathe. But no, I could get access to a CNC, I suppose. Nick said, even better, I dipped them in my caramel latte from Mum's coffee machine. Might be hard to understand for you, Paws. Well, I am the king after all. So yes. Shut it, Saint. I've been accused of looking like a barman. Now I'm going to a funeral. No, I'm going to court. I'll have you know. The police want me down there for an interview. Now I go to a party, and I thought I better not wear the same shirt as I wore last time, because apparently Matt sent me a message saying that they remember me from last time and I'm their best customer, and that's not an exaggeration. Fucking hell, I cannot talk tonight. Pete said, you can use it in the new small EDC video. Yes, just a normal small pocket knife. Yes, that'd be great, wouldn't it? That'd be great. I haven't put my overcoat on yet. I really look like I could go to a funeral then. Last time I wore my overcoat and a white shirt, me and Rachel was walking up the road, and our neighbour said, have you just been to a funeral? I just laughed, because I was literally waiting for it. Nick says, still not got my rum and coke. Awful service here. I'll kick off in a bit. Maybe I have had too much sleep. I have had a good 9 hours today. Maybe I have had too much. I have took some painkillers. It's my fucking joints are hurting today. Yeah, apparently when Mount went in there, they thought it was me, and they rushed over to serve him. Said I was their best customer. Why can't I fucking say customer tonight? That's my fucking charging rate, like. I probably have had too much sleep. Need a WC coin pouch. Yes, that reminds me. Thank you. I need to get my coin pouch out. What kind of one do you mean, Cookie? Do you mean one of these ones? Or do you want a more cust stammer? Cust stammer, yes. Cust stammer. I don't. There's something wrong with me today, Peach. I don't know what it is. Because my coins keep. Fuck it. My coins keep coming in it of my work, coming out of my work. I don't know. Okay. I'll make some for sale soon. Fucking hell. I've got a cum stammer, is what I've got. No, I haven't. That's wrong. Why did I say that? that's after you've performed. You get a cum stammer. Fucking hell. Don't make me say weird things, please. Stop coming in your work trousers. He said, I can't type, you can't talk. It's a shit show. It fucking is. Especially when my job is to read what you write. So we're literally completely fucked. You lot can't fucking write, and I can't read it. We're doomed. Saint said, Mike, you couldn't make one of those Higonukami Japanese folding knives. They don't look hard to make, to be honest. Oh, Mike, couldn't you make one of those? Yes, I've made a similar thing. Yeah, I've made a similar friction folder. Yeah, folded metal tube. Get a piece of tube, flatten it down. That's your handles, you know, and it's one piece. Yeah, I could make one of them. Yeah, yeah. That probably is how that's spelled, though. I knew what you meant, though. What do I need? Caffeine, do you reckon? Shall I take some fucking caffeine tablets with me? Yes, I reckon I could make a Higo no Kami. Whatever the fuck they're called. Right, by the way, I'll be going off 9-ish. I'm going to finish this at least. So I might be on a little bit longer than 9. And then I'm going to go off. Sorry, I've got fucking hiccups now. And then when I come home, I'll come on for a bit and then I'll do a private one. Pete said, I like Japan. I can read all the words. Nice. Saint said, whatever the fuck they're called, proper Japanese culture. Look, we all know what it is. That's enough. That is enough. Oh, God. Sam said, do you do that thing where they heat up oil to harden up the metal? No. So what I do, Sam, to skip that method, I always get already hardened and tempered steel, so I don't have to quench it. So if you ever see me making a blade, it's already hardened and tempered steels, so it'll be a bit more difficult to work with. You will only be able to use power tools. You won't be able to use like files and stuff, because they won't cut that kind of metal because it's already hardened and tempered. So, and then you just keep it cool, and then when you're finished, the blade's ready to go. Yeah. Too slow, loser, for the quenching thing. And he said the cookie thing then. So what you're going to a party? Yeah, I'm fucking hell, saying. Sort your fucking sentences out. So what you're going to a party tonight? I know you're not saying it like that, but that's how I'm reading it. Yes. Get your fucking sentences right. It's confusing me. He's doing it on purpose, I reckon. Good job, I like you, Saint. Yes, no, I'm going to try and read it the other way. So what? You're going to a party tonight, mate? There you go. That's better. That's how you said it. That's how you said it. Not so what? You're going to a party tonight, mate. So two very, very different ways of fucking reading it out. Yeah, it's my brother-in-law's mum's birthday. So Jay's mum's birthday. He's Jay's my sister's husband. They live here with me. Yes, his mum's birthday. They're doing a surprise party for her down the football club. So yeah, I'm gonna go to that in a bit. It's nice, it's walking distance. Yes, you are exactly, Cookie. You tell him. Sam said, do them DIY bluing kits work? Yes. I've used two different kinds. I've used a liquid bluing, which is, I can't remember if you get 1 or 2 different bottles, but one is the bluing. Yeah, they do. And most of them are really only for touching up stuff. I have blued a complete gun with a DIY bluing touch-up kit. Done a whole gun. Yeah. And so I've only ever used, so that liquid stuff I used years and years and years ago. Still got some of it, like 25 years ago. I've still now got some, I think it's Beasley gun blue gel, and I just put that on a paintbrush. So it's a de-risk poisoning yourself if you blew a blade and oh, potentially, I suppose, if you probably not, but I suppose there's a small risk you could do that. But because what it is, bluing is essentially a very, very dark form of rust. It's like a black rust, really. That's the same effect as what rust is. It's doing that, but it's just black or blue. I'll show you one day, right? But if I do a close-up torch on that 86, fucking hell, Chinese 86S and the shotguns, right? To the eye, they look bluey black. They're actually brown. If you shine the torch on them, you wouldn't see it like that, but to the naked eye, looking up close, you can see it's a near black brown. Yeah, and it is a form of rust essentially. Yeah. If I am wrong on that, my information's muddled up, but I'm fucking 100% sure that bluing is a process of essentially rust. It's the same sort of, thing. But yeah, I use the gun gel now, a bluing gel, and it works really good. But I suppose because what you do, Saint, you clean the gun, the metal with alcohol, so there's no grease on it at all. Yeah, you paint the stuff on, leave it for about 30 seconds, and then you have to wash it off. You essentially should really wash it under running water, but you're not allowed to can't ingest bluing, and you shouldn't get it into like rivers and shit because it will kill fish. You do that process about 3 or 4 times, and on the last clean, you give it another bit of an alcohol clean, and then oil it. Yeah, and it works really good. I think this one is blued by myself, I think. Pretty sure this is blued by myself. I think. I can't remember. This might not be. This might have been one of the ones where the black came out still underneath the paint. But I think that is blued by myself. I don't know. Yeah, oxidization, exactly the same, which is essentially the same process of what rust is. Cooking it over Sheffield knife, Fairbairn sights with a black blade. Am I going to fuck it if I sharpen the blade? You could potentially scratch some of it off, yes. But what you'll probably have is a bit like that, but smaller, a silver edge down the edges. Tank said, put on the overcoat crown, Mike. We know you want to. You know what, I would. But once I get that jacket on, I'm fucking off. I'm so fucking dying in here. My fucking shirt is skin tight. I barely fucking breathe. Oh, God. And my fucking window's wide open. That is a very looking piratey blade, isn't it, Ben? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Sam said I had a deactivated Chinese Rinko AK-47M Spiker. The blue-in almost seems too good for a military weapon. Yes, I had saying about AK-47. I had a strange conversation with a bloke earlier. Not conversation, messages. I don't normally do this, but every now and then someone will write an insulting or sarky comment, and you can't help yourself, and you have to write back. And I was a bit of a cunt, but I thought, no, I'm not having it. He wrote, I can put a bayonet on my AK-47 anytime I want here in the US. You'll suck over there with a load of like laughing faces. So I said, well, our kids can go to school without getting shot. You'll suck over there, and a load of smiley faces, and sent it. And I just thought, if you're gonna be a dick, normally I wouldn't bother, but I just thought, if you're gonna be a dick, I'm gonna be a dick back and then block you so you can't reply. Gmail Alt, thank you for the donation, mate. That is very, very kind of you. I really do appreciate that. I'm gonna go and have a look, see if you left me a comment. I'm gonna look fucked if I fucking talking like this when I go around there. Thank you, Gmail Alt. I really do appreciate that, mate. Well, I thought if he's going to put fucking, you know, if he hadn't have put the y'all suck, or sucks to be you, I think that was what it said, sucks to be you, or y'all suck to be you, or something like that, I can't remember. Sucks to be y'all, that's what he said. So I thought, all right, you've made me do it. At least my kids can go to school without getting shot. Sucks to be y'all. And I know that's one that, you know, I wouldn't normally do that because, you know, I like our American friends. They're decent, but yeah. Thank you, Gmail. He said, Yanks do go off on one at times. Yeah, as I said, if he hadn't have done the sucks to be y'all, I would have gone, yeah, that's fucking well cool. That's great. You know what I mean? But he didn't. He had to spoil. Yeah, I think it is cool that he could put a bayonet on his AK-47. Yeah, that's great. That's fucking cool. But as soon as he writes "sucks to be y'all," then it's an insult. So he can fuck himself at that point. Yeah. Nick said, also funny to brag about the US after all the shit that came out the other day. But yeah, any Americans watching, I'm 100% non against the Americans. I fucking love Americans. Some of my best friends are Americans. Sam said a lot of Americans seem to hate Brits at the moment. It's strange, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, well, same. I normally would kill them with kindness. Yeah, kill them with kindness. Only psychopaths can continue to be dicks when you compliment them. Yes. Well, yeah. He must have caught me at exactly the wrong time because normally I wouldn't bother. Normally I'm perfectly happy just either leaving it or deleting it. And then, yeah, sometimes, you know, it might have just been those smiley faces. Hello, Rich, by the way. Might have just been those smiley faces that just, you know, just got me. Yeah. I don't know. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. I won't be on for much longer, but I'll be back on later. Yeah, saying that's normally what I do. Gmail said there's a massive anti-European campaign going on there now. Terminally online ones are falling for it, but normal ones aren't. Well, that's it. Yeah, the average Americans. Exactly. Look at Penny and the Dropped. They're fucking amazing, them too. And like M. Frewer, who comes on here, Mike, and there's loads of Americans who come on here who are wonderful people, and I fucking love them, and I think they're great. If Penny and the Dropped, I would have them in my house and live in my house when they're here. You know what I mean? And I used to have an American friend from Baltimore who would come and stay with me. And in fact, the only reason I don't have him stay now is because I haven't fallen out with him or anything, but he puts so much political stuff online that I constantly have to hide him. And he's all right. When he comes here, he doesn't, because he knows I'm not interested in it, he doesn't talk about it. But online, that's like his presence. And yeah, I like Americans. That's what I'm saying. I do like Americans, yeah. Thought you said you like them. Yes, I love Penny and the Drops. And I love Americans. They're great. What did I say? No, I've got nothing against Americans. I love them. I think they're great. But that bloke, go fuck himself. Saint said, do you get many negative comments? I know Liam has a police. That's the police's videos 24/7. Yeah, because I used to, when Liam used to be on more and I used to mod a lot more. Because as a mod, you can delete like comments. So if I went on Liam's video and someone was calling him a cunt or something, I could delete that on his behalf. Oh, force them to stay in my room. Yes. Oh, fuck's sake. But yeah, I know Liam gets a lot of shit, but he always has. He's always had a lot of shit for. He's had a lot of shit for gas mask stuff. Lots of things. Now, I don't really know, in all honesty, whoever asked it. Was that you, Saint? No, I don't really get a lot of. The only comments I ever get will be on offensive ones, dickhead ones. The only dickhead comments I ever get are on vertical live streams where people will be going, their toys, which isn't really insulting. It's just, it's just babyish on their part, really. And mainly Americans, certain type of American, I suppose you could say, bragging on videos where I'm trying to explain what we can legally use in or carry in the street, and it'll be, you're a bunch of pussies. I can carry a gun around where I live. How is that fucking helpful in any fucking way? It's literally like a kid going, I've got more toys than you, or my toys cost more than you. It's such a weird thing to write. Now, you will get really decent people from other countries who will go, I feel really sorry for you. Like, we can have guns here. I wish you could as well. But a lot of it is not that. It's, you can't have guns, you bunch of fucking cut pussies. Why would you write that? But Liam, they do have a point, but it's the way they say it. See, as I say, a decent person would say, it's a shame you can't have guns. I'd like you to have guns, But doing the, you're a cuck pussy, you ain't got guns is fucking bizarre, in my opinion. It's the type of thing a fucking 10-year-old would write. Gmail said recent events in the US showed the Second Amendment isn't as strong as they think. Well, exactly that. And there's always the old I will stop it in a second, Rich. Low IQ shit, exactly. There's always the old don't get me wrong, I think if America it's a thing to have guns there and good for them, you know what I mean? That's part of their fucking culture and their fucking existence. It's not over here. But all of them guns, very, 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 very few of them ever stop these mass shootings. The amount of people who do legal carry guns over there, concealed carry guns, they never stop these shootings that happen, ever. Out of 100 of them, you might get one where someone stopped it. That's it. So it doesn't do any fucking good, really. Hello, Fallen Evil, how you doing? I ain't going to be on for much longer. I'm going out in a bit, but I will be back in a few hours. So it said, you're going to get drunk at the get-together. I take it the live stream and I'll be drunk stream. Yes. So what I'll do, in about 10 minutes, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to go around to the party, get drunk. Not too drunk, and then I'll go in the Wendy house, start another live stream, and then go private if people are on. If no one's on, I'll just keep it live all night and just get some guests on. A lot of them barely go for a box of ammo a year. But yeah, don't get me wrong, if you live in a country where it's still sort of deemed as acceptable to have easy access to guns. That's the best way to put it. Because saying we don't have guns in the UK is absolute bollocks. And I've said that loads of times. I don't exaggerate, but I've said it a million times. There are, I think, 2.5 million firearms in the UK. 2.5 registered firearm licenses, I think. Firearm shotgun license. 2.5 million. Right? We do have guns in the UK. It's just we don't just give them out to anyone. So I quite like our system, really. I know it's quite difficult that not everyone can get them, but we don't just give guns to any fucking Tom, Dick and Harry or any spastic out there who wants one. You know what I Full said, no, Evil said, hi, I'm cooking, so I won't be talking much. What you cooking, Evil? What you cooking? Gmail said, I was wondering why you're dressed flash for the stream. Yeah, I'm going to go out in a minute. I'll put my overcoat on in a minute and go out. He said, yeah, we shot plays with rocks in the UK, just run real fast. Yeah. So I said, well, have a good time, mate, and I'll see you when you get back on the stream. Might join on the webcam stream tonight if there will be. There should be, mate. There should be. Yeah, nice. That'd be good. Cookies, that's why I haven't got a gun. Same here, mate. Same here. That's why I ain't got one. But it's true though. I would say that our gun licensing system is like, it's more like a driving license. You know how a driving license works, but if it was a little bit more selective and people didn't want to drive. You know what I mean? Oh, sausage sandwiches, that sounds good. So my dinner today was chips and some of those bloody manwidges things. You know, the triangle ham things with breadcrumbs. They're called manwidges, aren't they? Chucked a couple of them in the deep fat, not deep fat fry, air fryer. Christ. Oh, it's a shame. So Steve just said he's watching the chat that he can't join in. He's watching the live stream but can't join in the chat. That's a shame, Steve. Steve, I'll do a private one later. If you're up later, might be able to get you on in the background. Gmail says, when I go to see the family in the country, everyone has one. Oh, pardon me. Pete said, if I lived in the US, I'd own a gun. More than one, but I don't. So yeah, so would I. I'd probably own about the same. If I had the money, I'd probably own about the same amount of guns as I've got now, you know, but actual working firearms and everything else. And I'd be in a state, hopefully, that I could make knuckle dusters. And I'd, you know, be mildly famous for making those, I'd reckon. But I'm not, so yeah. Also, anyone can pop into one of those Turkish barbers, get illegal firearms for at 500 quid. Don't do this. Gmail Art said, have a good piss up. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'll go out in a bit. I just need to finish that. Tristan, how you doing, mate? I'm only going to be on for about another 5 minutes and I've got to go out. But yeah, feel free to have a quick chat. I'll be home about midnight, I reckon, because I don't hang around. I used to hang around very, very, very late. But what would happen is every time I hung around very late, because everywhere I go, I always try and make a point of getting on with the bar staff. What happens is when it gets late and no one will fuck off, they come to me. I really can't be asked to do it. If I say let's go, everyone will go though. But at the same time, you know, and just that after time, I'm fucking can't wait to get back here anyway. That sounds sad, but I quite like doing live streams. He said, looks like hang around graveyards. Looks like I hang around graveyards, you're saying. You know there is a fucking block button on here, don't you? Ben said, for some things, crossbows cover some of the same territory as firearms. Yeah, I suppose they can. Or do you mean as in like licensing or what they can do? I'm going to ignore your comments for a month now, Cookie. That'll teach you. I'm joking. I won't do that. Saints already that fucking close. Saints, I only watch you and Liam on streams. If you watch YouTube live streams, half of them make my brain genuinely hurt. They're so bad. Yeah, I know what you mean. In fact, the only ones I watch are Liam's, and I know, I'm sure there's at least one other. There is one other that I watch just to see what's going on, but I don't comment. I'll give you a clue, and it ain't mine.
That's the funnest place to be.
Mother said, evening everyone. I just came to say hello. Mike, you and Peach made me want to get a Cold Steel Espada. You get one, mate. Get one. Get one. 8% obsession, yes. SSW. SSW obsession for men. God. Sorry, I do make myself laugh more than I should. Oh, Christ. Fucking hell. Ability and purpose, mate. Sega terms utility, mate. I don't know what you mean. Fool said you should buy a pot of sports electrolyte tablets, 270 for 15 quid. Perfect for preventing a hangover. Yes, that's a good idea. I will. Peach or Rich, can you copy Fool or Evil's comment there and put it on the Discord for me, please? Yeah, the toilet. I know for a night. I'll take that with me. I'm not going to. Mike said, do you see what I sent on Discord? Do you remember that Future Weapons show from Discovery Channel? I haven't had a chance to look into it tonight, mate. I will have a look tomorrow while I'm laying in my bed dying of a hangover tomorrow. All right? I promise you. Thanks a lot. I've loads of them orange-flavoured water-soluble electrolyte tablets. But yes, Evil and Fool. Yes, I know that they do work because I was given some of like the army ones when I was at one of the preppers meets hungover, and they did work. Yeah. The only problem is they make my teeth hurt. You need the electrolytes if you're that old. Yes, definitely. Where's Stu? He ain't made no videos for a while. I'm pretty sure he commented on the Discord recently. I think he's just very busy with work nowadays. But, Cookie, send me a message and I'll ask him tonight on Instagram. I'll send him a message. But I have spoke to him recently because I spoke to him about meeting up. Paul said Rudy, but he's only a little older than me. I feel old today. Mother said, all right, anyway, have a good evening. Don't get fucked today. No, I won't. Well, unless it's the good kind of, like sexual fucked. See you later. Good night, Mother. I'll be going off as soon as I drink this, which is be now, hopefully. It's still a bit fucking fizzy for me, I don't really like, even when I drink tonic water, I flatten it out. I'll put my jacket on so you can see me in all my glory. Pete said, fingers crossed, Mike gets fucked. Let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. Not anally, though. And not by the police. If I get fucked tonight, it needs to be an attractive woman. Yes. Let's have a look, shall we? I'm so fucking fat in a minute, I can't even do a jacket up anymore. That looks right, doesn't it? Pint of vodka, please. I might be able to do my jacket up, I don't know. It's a bit tight. But I'm the man in black tonight. I have got a vest on under there. Well, did you see a flash of white then? That certainly weren't my fucking skin. I'll tell you that. That white that you saw flash then was not my skin. That's a white vest. Sponsored by the Adams Apple. I nearly said Adams Apple then. Adams fan. Right. Coins in case I need them later. Phone. In case I need to phone someone. Shit cards in there. Bit of money's in there. I don't like spending money on a card in the pub because you spend way too much. Pockets on the other side in this jacket. Right. My internet. Put that in there. Right, take that. Yeah, shit cards in there. Yeah, Spacey, do you fancy a chat tonight? Do you know what, evil or fool? I still couldn't remember what that fucking revolver was. No. I did have a think today. The dongle has been put in my pocket. Sorry, I get fucking like condensation in my hearing aid and it's in my ear sometimes. It's really irritating. It's horrible. Look, I only put up with so much abuse, you know, and I don't forget these insults. Richard, Cookie. I can feel a fucking. It's not too early for a fucking 2026 banning session, right? Old man wallet on a chain. Closest I can do for a pimp cane tonight, Peach. Which one shall I take? I fucked myself over now. One of you bastards is going to say, yeah, that is the length of my walking stick, isn't it? Fuck you. There's only so much abuse a man can take. And for me, it's loads. Because I'm a fucking sadist and a masochist. Hello, Fat Cockney. Hello, Carlos. Phil said, you said at the time it was your cousin's, but you doubted he ever come to collect it. That's coming a little bit closer. That does ring a bell, but I can't think what the fuck it was. And it was definitely a revolver. Fair enough, military, Blades military. I was sort of just being a bit of a smart ass with that comment anyway. I didn't really even mean it, but yeah. Going to see Paddy on the Darn Phoenix Club. Yes, I am. I've got a black bomber jacket up there. If I wore that, I'd look even more like that. Oh, God. Don't even take that one as an insult. It's just fucking true. Garlic bread. Shut your gobby the shit back. About as smart as you see me looking. I'm going to a party. Stop abusing me, you bastards. It was a silver revolver. Looked like a World War II British. What it was? It hang on for. It weren't Malk, was it? You sure it wasn't Malcolm? I can't remember having a silver one. Sure it wasn't Malk. Stop talking to me, you. I'll go out. I ain't gonna do one thing before I leave, though. Have a big old shot of this, just something else to get them alcohol in me quickly. Not shit I'd normally drink, but it's there, so I might as well drink it. I can't stand the taste of that shit, mate. It was definitely me, was it? I can't remember ever having a fucking silver revolver. Apart from that one there, and that's definitely mine. I want a drunk strain. That's really weird. I can't remember. That's bizarre. It may come to me eventually, but I don't know. I need to go out. Thank you for watching. I'll be back in, I don't know, 3 hours maybe. Not long, is it? But that's all I need. Got my chapstick, Pete, yeah. Just here. No, I've checked my pockets already. It's there. It's just there. Actually, I won't take that. I don't need that. Hold on out. Strobing. If I needed anything, a strobing torch and a fucking coin pouch would be good enough. Right. Money. Yeah, fuck it. Right, thank you for watching, everyone. You said it had to remove the fine print. I ain't got a clue. Right, I'll see you all soon. Take care, Pete. Thank you for joining in, mate. Thank you, everyone who's just joined in. If I didn't say hello, sorry. Jay, Pete. I'll be back in a few hours, all right? See you later, everyone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the stream before you go, and I'll be back on later, all right? See you later. Good night. Try and guess how many drinks I've had while I'm out. I ain't got a lot of money, but hopefully if I stand at the bar long enough, people buy me drinks. I know how to do it. All right, thank you, everyone. See you later. Good night.